with the Courageous Warrior Coalition, and today we're going to focus on some yoga poses that are good for both your low back and your pelvic floor. So a lot of our weight is controlled by our core, and if we don't have a strong core, that will lead to back pain oftentimes. So since stressors of the job, standing and or sitting for long periods of time can make back pain, especially low back pain, even worse, here are some simple poses you can do whenever you have the time or availability to do so, or maybe even in your off time, to help you build up your core and relieve low back pain while also strengthening your pelvic floor. So the first one we're going to do is child's pose. We start a lot of our yoga flow classes in this pose, and you're going to bring your knees as wide as your mat, your hands as wide as your mat. Spread your fingers wide, send your hips back towards your heels, and then rest your head on the mat. And this is a great grounding pose. If you just need to take a few breaths to calm yourself, maybe to start over, you're feeling frazzled or stressed. Also a great way to start and end a yoga practice. Breathe in. Breathe out, sink your hips a little lower. Breathe in. And breathe out. I'm going to show you how to do all these poses for a few breaths, but you hold them as long as you want to and as long as time allows. The next pose is cat-cow pose, and you're going to come out in a tabletop position. So shoulders over wrists, knees press into the mat. You can either tuck your toes or untuck your toes, whatever you feel comfortable with. And then on your inhale, you're going to drop your belly, look up for cow pose. On your exhale, you're going to round your back. Cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. From here, you can go into a downward facing dog, pressing into your hands. Come up to the big toe mounds of your feet, press into them, and spread all 10 toes. Bend your knees as much as you need to send your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Use this as a transition pose. A few breaths here. Turn on your core. So if you feel like you're having a lot of pain or pressure in your wrists, turn on your core by bringing the belly button towards the spine. And use your core to hold you up here. Look forward, walk your feet forward, forward fold. Also a great pose for your low back. And you can use a block here. If that's more comfortable, put it under your hands. Let your hands rest on the block, the tips of your fingers. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Next, we're going to do Sphinx pose, which is a mini back bend coming down onto your belly. You're going to grab your block, or if you don't have a block at home, you can use a pillow. You can use, actually you can even use like a book if that's, as long as it's not too hard and uncomfortable for you to lean on. A book is a great option, but everyone has a pillow they can grab off the couch, right? So that's an option if you don't have a yoga block. But you can get these really cheap at your 5 and 10 type stores. Put the block at your low rib cage. Press the forearms down into the mat. And then just a soft gaze slightly in front of your mat. Sphinx pose. Now you should feel the stretch in your lower back. If it's too much for you, you can always remove the block and come down a little bit and do more of a baby cobra. If this feels good and you want to do the deeper stretch, you can go into seal pose, which is coming off your forearms onto your hands and pressing up. but Sphinx is perfectly fine too. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, release your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in, breathe out. The next pose we're going to do that's great for your low back and your pelvic floor is bridge pose. So lying on your back, press your feet firmly into the mat, all four corners of your feet down into your mat. Grab your block here, or once again a pillow if you don't have one. Bring the block underneath your low back for supported bridge pose. Now remember, your block comes with 3 different optional heights. So if that feels good and you want to go a little deeper, you can put it even higher. Pressing your feet down into the mat, pressing your shoulder blades into the mat, allowing your hips to go up towards the ceiling and stretching your low back. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. When you're done with those, you can remove your block. The next option for your low back is your supine twist. So once again on your low back, grab your right knee in towards your chest. Bring your right knee over towards your left side. Look towards your right over your right arm. So both shoulder blades are pressed into the mat. Your right knee is going towards your left side of your body here, and you're doing a twist. If it feels good to grab a block and put it under your knee or under your foot to help support you, that's also a great restorative option. And then just stay here for a few breaths and come back to center and just do the same thing on the other side. And this time, left knee into your chest and bring your left knee over to the right side, option to put a block. And this time you're going to look over your left arm. Once again, both shoulder blades press into the mat. I also like this opportunity, especially if I'm using a block, to maybe do some ankle rolls. Loosen up your feet a little bit and your ankles. A few breaths here. Well, I hope you enjoyed those yoga poses today. If you do them, I promise you will get a stronger core, which will help your lower back and your pelvic floor, and will help you to be pain-free. So if you want to find out more information about our foundation, Courageous Warrior Coalition, or you want to look at more videos, various practices and lengths, we also have meditation videos, some resiliency tips, and some other tips and tricks for your mind, body wellness. Please check out our website at courageouswarriorcoalition.org and follow us on social media and on YouTube. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.